I believe I'm saying this, vice presidential run by somebody that we talk about on this show from time to time.
That's right, Jamie. The New York Times reported on Tuesday that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has approached Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers and Jesse the Body Ventura about potentially being his running mate in an independent bid for election to the presidency of the United States. I think the lead of that Times story largely speaks for itself. The Jets probably feel the same way. They have not commented on it, nor has Aaron Rodgers. Fair to say the Jets are not overly concerned about this, though no one puts anything past what Aaron Rodgers may or may not want to do. RFK Jr. faces some challenges to get on the ballot in various states. I did speak to one person within the NFL just a short time ago who made the point Wisconsin is a swing state, so potentially that could help, or maybe it hurts the bid of RFK Jr. if he's able to get on the ballot in that state. I'm running out of things to say on this. They told me 90 seconds, but yeah, I think that's about it, Jamie. Aaron Rodgers might run for vice president while simultaneously playing quarterback for the Jets, and that ends the Mad Lib portion of the show.
Tom, in all of your wildest dreams, from high school to college to pursuing your dreams, did you ever see this one being one of the headlines that you had to cover on free agency week of all weeks?
Like I always say, Jamie, you never say never about any NFL story. Also, keep this in mind, too. Woody Johnson was the U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom under Donald Trump, so there is a scenario where Woody Johnson's own quarterback siphons enough votes away from the former president that it costs Woody a chance to return to the ambassadorship. Just one of many reasons this will be just one of the stories that we are tracking during the 2024 NFL season and election cycle, which somehow might now combine in the multiverse.
See, Tom, you thought you didn't have anything more to say, and look at where we are. Tom, thank you so much.
Nope, see, I can keep going. We can do another hour on this. You want to? You guys got an extra hour today.
Shut her down, Tom. We have thoughts here, too. Peter, you heard this, you read about it, and now our thoughts on a potential Aaron Rodgers name on a ticket with VP next to it.
Well, first off, there's a great tradition of, sports and politics. Mm-hmm. And in this case, we had... it used to be the great Tim Russert used to always say things about the Buffalo Bills on Meet the Press, and we used to have Rush Limbaugh on Monday Night Football. Mm-hmm. And as recent as the last couple of years, Steve Kornacki has graced our homes. I think Tom Pelissero has a career here as electoral college and also who's leaving early from college, and he can put it together and be the insider of all insiders. I don't mock this. I know everyone else thinks it's hilarious and all this stuff, but in the same breath yesterday, there's reports that Steph Curry might run for office, and everyone's like, yeah, he should. So it's sports and politics. We've been intertwined for a while. What I really am concerned about is the Jets are going all in as a football team this fall, and they're banking it on a 41-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. And if this is true, how does he budget his time? And to Tom's point, I'm pretty sure I saw Woody Johnson on stage with Donald Trump during the South Carolina primary victory and doing those rounds there. So this could make for a very interesting set of conversations in the cafeteria in Florham Park this fall.
We would be remiss to not include Kyle Brandt in this conversation. Kyle, your thoughts?
Well, look, I just hope that RFK Jr. knows what he's getting into. Understand, if you bring Rodgers on the ticket, you got to find a spot for Randall Cobb. We're going to get Bakhtiari on there. Lazard is going to be there. There's a lot of people who have to come. And I think Miles Teller will probably be around in some way or another. So I think there's a lot of people you got to make plans for with Rodgers. Also, hey, why does this not surprise me? I'm not in any way fazed. I know we're all doing this incredulous. I'm not at all. Bill Simmons for years had the thing called the Tyson zone, where Tyson was so off the rails that no story about Mike Tyson would surprise him. Now, I think it's totally different, where I don't think Rodgers lost his marbles or anything, far from it. But there's no news item that I'd be like, what? If you told me Rodgers is retiring tomorrow to become a professional pickleball player, I'd be like, yeah, fine. Rodgers is hosting the Westminster Dog Show. I completely believe any of it. I would believe if he was going to be the vice president for Robert F. Kennedy Sr., that he was still alive. I would still believe it. No, it doesn't matter. And just make sure you have a spot for Randall Cobb. That's all I need. Jason, you know that. Wherever Rodgers goes, Cobbie's got to go. So he's on the ticket, too.
You got to bring the crew with you. The boys got to come. So as long as they can get a spot, you can displace them and put them in all these different players. It all works. And that's probably why they went out and signed Tyrod Taylor. They knew that something was on the landscape.
Right.
Something was going to be pulling Aaron Rodgers away. So they've been busy in free agency. They got their backup quarterback, an old vet as well. So they're ready for this.
The crew rolls deep on U Street in D.C. when they roll in.